Georgia, Alabama Sports Live will be on the road May 15 as we do our show live from Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. Join Richard Holdridge and myself as we talk about the amazing finish to our high school baseball teams in the area, NBA playoffs, the Columbus Lions, Atlanta Braves, and so much more with our special guests. Be sure to come out and watch us live May 15 at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, and get ready to smile. Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. And bad throw from the second baseman from Lee Scott gets a runner on. And so now Cameron Dawson will be now pinch running for McCrane since he is the pitcher. Griggs, the shortstop. Oh, they're throwing it down to McCrane, not in time. And Jackson Griggs try to put a bunt down. Thrift Behringer here, Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. I want to welcome everyone that's tuning in right now on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. We are presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet and GMC, and, of course, a myriad of other sponsors that I'll get to throughout the broadcast. One strike now on the shortstop, Griggs. Griggs pops that one way back and almost hit someone's tent. Good showing from both schools, as expected. These are rivals, longtime rivals.
in the AISA, and this is the final time they will face off as AISA opponents. 2 strikes on Griggs. He's still going to try to put a bunt down, pulls it back for ball 1. Legendary Patterson Field, part of the complex here with the Crampton Bowl. Literally, the basketball, football, and baseball state championships all held in this complex this year. Griggs is trying to put down a bunt again and does beautifully. Pitcher's going to have to come over and make a play, tosses it, but able to move the runner over, and Dawson goes to second. And here comes someone that I think has a lot of potential, man. And when talking with Coach Fanning last night and last week on the Georgia-Alabama Sports Live show, I made mention about this kid. He's a bulldog. He reminds me of a guy that used to play for the Gators back in 2011, Carson Bowers. The dude is a sophomore and one of the leaders and one of the best bats on the team, Carter Judah, who's coming into this one batting .410 with a couple of home runs and third in the team in RBIs. And he swings and misses there. He was also the starting running back on the football team this past year. Future is extremely bright. For a team as talented as Glenwood, you usually don't see a lot of sophomores there unless they're incredibly talented, and he is one of them. And that one's in the dirt for ball 1. I want to say thank you to Master Wall Incorporated for all your interior and exterior wall needs. Give Master Wall a call. Thank you to Grant Smithwick and Steve Smithwick for their support this entire year of us broadcasting around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And that one's going to be hit to the shortstop. Can he make a play? Able to throw it, not in time, brings the first baseman off the bag, Jackson. And now runners are going to be at the corners for the guy that leads the team in RBIs. He was also the backup quarterback this year. And, again, I like being frank with y'all. I like being honest. If he doesn't get hurt in the basketball season, and I got my man Ron here from the Citizen, he can attest to it. He doesn't get hurt during the basketball season. Glenwood may have made a state championship in boys basketball. They made it to the semifinals and lost to Bessemer in overtime. They did it without their second leading scorer in Pender. But double overtime, and you add 15 points a game to that mix, who knows what would happen with Glenwood. We could have had a Glenwood Lee Scott basketball state championship. That would have been all 3 sports these 2 schools have faced off as he takes ball 1. And that one's fouled. And by the way, Levi is only is it a sophomore? Junior, yes, junior. And this guy is probably looking to be the starting quarterback for next year's team. He came in relief for Dallas Crow when Crow got hurt in the Glenwood Lee Scott football state championship. Starting 2 guard on the basketball team, and now he's a starting first baseman on the baseball team and leads the team in RBIs with 48. Also got 2 home runs. And that one's hit hard right at the second baseman, able to get it off a hop and not able to complete the catch is Sam Jackson. A runner does score. That was the leadoff for McCrane. Out number 2, though, but nice job by Judah, able to affect the throw, and Jackson wasn't able to pick it and tried to pick the ball up as it was on the ground and had his foot on the bag before Pender was able to get there and was not able to do that. Eli Bankston is now up, and Eli, who has played in all 38 games, has a .417 batting average, 25 RBIs, and has a 1-1 count. Gators lead 1-0 off of McCrane, who led off with an error and got on first base, and then Dawson, the pinch runner, was able to score. And that one is hacked foul to make it 1-2. Again, I want to say thank you to the Glenwood Alumni Association that I am a proud member of. And that one is going to be hitting the gap. Nice piece of base hitting there from Eli Bankston. And now there's 2 runners on with 2 outs. And coming up next is number 14, the DH, Mac Blair. Mac Blair is batting .395, and you're going to hear this. There is not one player on this Glenwood Gators roster that is starting that is not batting above 300, and majority of them or 400, or in Mason McCrane's case, 500, batting .500 on the season. 2 outs now, man. Runners on first and second for Blair. Blair swings and misses there. The starting pitcher for the Lee Scott Academy Warriors is Garrett West. West throws that one low to make it 1-1. When talking, and we talked to Steve Smith from Calvary. He's got a state championship on Friday we'll be doing. We talked with Brookstone. They got a GIAA semifinal coming up on Friday. We talked with Central, who's got the AHSAA semifinal today against Auburn. All of them said getting off the hot starts, that is key to winning crucial games deep in playoff runs like this one. And Gators already got a run on the board. It is 1-2 the count to Mac Blair. Blair, 1-2 pitch is fouled back. I want to say thank you to Rocket Stone. Call Greg Ballard for any type of rock, any outside work, inside work. You want to use stone to make granite, whatever it may be, Rocket is the place for you. Behringer Construction for all your home remodeling needs. And I got to give a huge shout out to State Farm, Miss Carol Purdue, who is a huge supporter of ours. And that one is swing and a miss for strike 3. But Gators do get 1 on the board, left 2 stranded. We're going to head to the top of the second. It's the AISA State Championship, number 1 Glenwood, number 2 Lee Scott, right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox. Discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs are discounted up to $6,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall. Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Now,
Welcome back, everyone. Top of the second here as Glenwood leads 1-0. Jake Cummings up to bat now for Lee Scott. 2-1 the count. So a leadoff walk for Lee Scott and Mason McCrane as the sun keeps going away, in which we thoroughly enjoy here. Now the catcher is up for Lee Scott. Lane Edens. Lane batting close to 300. Close to 30 RBIs, 20 RBIs, excuse me. Runner on first, no outs for Mason McCrane. They're trying to put a bunt down, and there is on painting the outside corner for McCrane for strike one. One and one the count now from McCrane, who again is 6-1 on the season. Got the win last week against Macon East. And McCrane, the left-hander, trying to do a pickoff. Oh, they call him out? I think they called him out. It looks like there's a guy on the umpire that's on the first base line. The runner's not moving, but he definitely gave the out sign. So now the coach for Lee Scott wants to know why he was called out, and very nonchalantly at that. We're trying to figure out what's happening. But what a pickoff move from McCrane if he was able to get him out. So we're still waiting on a discussion. And they're going to say he's out. So confused on what happened there, but the first base umpire says he's out. So there's out number one. The leadoff walk is negated. And now a 1-1 count to Edens with nobody on. And now Cook, the coach from Lee Scott, he wants an explanation from the whole plate umpire on how something like that can be called. It was such a nonchalant play. I was really confused on how it was called and what has happened, and everyone here in the press box is wondering the same thing. So now Edens, with nobody on, with one out, 1-1 the count, and that one's going to be outside for ball 2. 30 minutes after this, and we'll have game 2 right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. The Gators trying to go for state championship number 24 in school history, number 10 in the Tim Fanning Air. And there's strike 2. They have been the baseball program in the AISA in the last 50 years, or since it started. And they have also been, I honestly think, the best baseball program in the Chattahoochee Valley as well. And now the count is full to Edens. One thing McCrane, he wants to stay ahead of the count, keep command, not lose his composure That happened a little bit there in that first round series. Last week he was lights out, and he strikes him out there as he tried to get Eddins tried to do the bat flip to try to get the ball forward, but that was right down the pipe for strike 3. So 2 outs now for the Gators. Up now for the Lee Scott Academy Warriors is number 21, Braden Butler, the third baseman with no outs. And he hits that one high, but right at the center fielder, who's able to make the catch. And an unorthodox, but a 1-2-3 inning for Mason McCrane. We go to the bottom half of the second. Glenwood leads Lee Scott 1-0 here in the AISA State Championship Series on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia-Alabama Sports Live will be on the road May 15 as we do our show live from Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. Join Richard Holdridge and myself as we talk about the amazing finish to our high school baseball teams in the area, NBA playoffs, the Columbus Lions, Atlanta Braves, and so much more with our special guests. Be sure to come out and watch us live May 15 at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, and get ready to smile. Georgia-Alabama Sports Live will be on the road May 15 as we do our show live from Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. Join Richard Holdridge and myself as we talk about the amazing finish to our high school baseball teams in the area, NBA playoffs, the Columbus Lions, Atlanta Braves, and so much more with our special guests. Be sure to come out and watch us live May 15 at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, and get ready to smile. Georgia-Alabama Sports Live will be on the road May 15 as we do our show live from Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. Join Richard Holdridge and myself as we talk about the amazing finish to our high school baseball teams in the area, NBA playoffs, the Columbus Lions, Atlanta Braves, and so much more.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA, the GMC Sierra pickup.
Welcome back, everyone. Camden White, who was All-State in football, All-State in basketball, and he's probably going to be an All-Star in baseball. Cam is coming in at 349, just signed to play at Huntington College for football. I want to shout out his dad, Matthew White, who's been a part. I'm looking at his dad right now as he is here at the game along with the other White family. And it's 1-1 to Camden White, again batting .349 on the year with 29 RBIs as he takes strike 2. The center fielder, who is an excellent defensive player and just an athlete. Like I said, he's been All-State in all 3 sports, and that one almost down the line that would have been an extra base hit for White because of his speed. So I did get it from my man Ron from the Citizen. They said that his foot was not on the bag, and Levi Pender had the tag on him, and he's out. Didn't make it to the bag in time. So we appreciate Ron for helping us out there. And make sure to read his article on the Citizen, and that one's popped up right to the second baseman for out number 1. He'll have all the stats, all the information, and just an excellent story that you're going to want to read on the Citizen. So looking forward to reading that as always. Now Logan Henderson, the second baseman, is up. Logan's another .415, a 400 hitter. that has 25 RBIs. Not many home runs for this team, 13 on the season. 9 of them are from Mason McCrane. And that one is inside to make it 2-0 now. So we got the cream-colored uniforms for Glenwood. And then for Lee Scott, we got the blue jerseys, white pants, blue socks, and that one's hit foul to make it 2-1. Shout out to assistant coach Phil Stillwell. Still giving back on the first base line. And that one is hit high. Is it going to be hit deep enough? Able to make the play as a right fielder. Not able to get enough under it for out number 2. And here comes the right fielder, Hudson Campbell, who's batting .354 on the season. He's also got a couple of triples and another 25 RBIs. Campbell, the number 9 hitter. Bottom of the second here, live on Georgia Alabama Sports Live YouTube channel. Go and subscribe. If you're there, you might as well subscribe. Especially if you're in the Chattahoochee Valley area. You know we live stream games. We're doing the Calvary State Championship. We're doing Brookzone semifinal this week. No one else is doing that around here. And that one's hit high, deep, and I think he's not going to be able to make the play off the wall. Nice job by Campbell as he sprints around to second base. And a 2-out double for Campbell. He burned the left fielder. He was in way too. And come on, you got to, if you're the left fielder, you're thinking number 9 hitter, I don't think I need to be too deep. Well, he burned him on that one off the wall. And if maybe gets a little bit of the wind, he probably could, that would have been out of here. So now McCrane is up. Oh, and they're going to go ahead and walk him. They're like, listen, you're not going to help yourself. We got an open base. Go ahead and take off. It reminds me of Bailey Thorne from Calvary. These two guys, they don't see many pitches, especially if there's an open base. You don't want someone like him taking it out of the yard and then going down 3-0, especially the way he's pitching. It's just a sign of respect to be intentionally walked. But now that means the guys behind him are going to have to step up, and that includes Jackson Griggs, the shortstop, 377 on the year. Can he help the Gators extend their lead with 2 outs, first and second? Griggs sacrificed and moved McCrane over the last time he was at. He's 0 for 1 today and takes strike 1 there. Oh, 0-1 the count to Griggs and make it 0-2. I do like the fact that they don't have to waste pitches if they're going to intentionally walk them. Just give them the bag. Why waste time? That's one of the things in all levels of baseball I'm glad they're doing. Just give them the base. 1-1 the count to Griggs. And another outside pitch to make it 2-1. I don't think you want to load the bases for this next guy who's known for clearing them, in Carter Judah. 2-1 the count. Can Griggs get the necessary hit here to extend the lead? And there is strike 2. So Griggs watches that one to even the count at 2-2. And that one is dribbler to first base and able to get out of the jam after a 2-out double. 2 runners left stranded. We're going to head to the top of the third. Glenwood, Lee Scott here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox, discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs are discounted up to $6,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall. Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox, discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pick.
Welcome back, everybody. Thrift Behringer here at Patterson Field. It's Glenwood. It's Lee Scott. And you can't get it anywhere other than Georgia Alabama Sports Live YouTube channel and Facebook page. It's the top of the 3rd as the Gators lead Lee Scott 1-0. Up to bat now is a starting quarterback from this past year's Lee Scott State Champion winning football team, Pelzer Reeves. Reeves is batting close to 200 on the season. And that one is fouled back to make it 1-2. Coming up later today, we won't be able to live stream it, but we plan on being there to cover it. Central and Auburn, 2 rivals. Central from Phoenix City, Auburn out of Auburn, Lee Scott out of Auburn, Glenwood out of Phoenix City. I mean, we got the private school version, we got the public school version, all happening around this area. So make sure to go to Central and cheer on Coach Kehoe's team, who's ranked number 6 nationally, 38-3 on the season, and looking to advance to their 3rd straight state championship. Coach Kehoe has just done an absolutely incredible job with their program. We had Glenwood last year ranked number 6 in the nation, and now we got Central this year. So 2 of the top programs in the nation in the city of Phoenix City, positively Phoenix City, and there is strike 3 for McCrane. So now Smith Harkins is going to come in. Harkins, excuse me. As McCrane has only given up 1 hit and retired the rest. And then the one person that got on with the hit got out on a pickoff move. So here is batter number 8, and he's retired 7 of them. And that all-speed pitch is a ball for 1-1. And there's an inside off-speed pitch to make it 1-2. Nice pitch from McCrane. He's got great command right now from his off-speed pitch and obviously the power which he's known for, going in the 90s. 1-2. That one is going to be on the line, and that's going to be a base hit. Is he going to be able to make it 2? No, but able just to slap at it, and it stayed right on that line and hopped over the base for a single. And now the top of the lineup for Lee Scott, and here comes the pitcher, Garrett West. And that one looked like a strike, but they're going to say low for ball 1. Very important in series like this. And you saw last week with Lee Scott, they were able to overcome that game 1 loss, but I don't think you can do that against this Glenwood team. And you better have incredible pitching depth, too, to be able to take down a team as loaded as Glenwood. Lee Scott, this is one of their best seasons they've had in a long time. They haven't won a state championship since 2002. Last year, they were led by Major League Baseball player and hopefully future Hall of Famer Tim Hudson, and they lost in the semifinals. It is honestly the closest 2 games of that playoff stretch that Glenwood had last year, and there is ball 2 to make it 2-1. They did take 1 from Glenwood, and Glenwood took the other 2, a 3-game series they had earlier this year. And that's why Glenwood was number 1 in the region and number 1 heading into the state tournament. McCrane tried to do another pickoff move. Two and 1 the count. 1 out. McCrane, pitch on the way, is fouled back to make it 2-2. Last year, Sykes and Brandon McCrane were the 2 pitchers. This year, it's Sykes and his brother Mason McCrane will be the 2 pitchers in today's games. And look, another quick pickoff move. Shout out to producer extraordinaire Toygar Isla. Also, thank you to all our sponsors. Another pickoff move. We also want to say thank you to Sports Visions. Make sure to tune in to the Sports Visions radio show this Thursday with me and DJ Jones, 92.1 Smooth R&B, the Sports Visions Facebook page. And that's outside to make the count full, 3-2. Also, thank you to CVCC. We were able to broadcast Chattahoochee Valley Community College home girls and boys play games this year. Over 25 games we did for them, and their baseball and softball home games. So we appreciate Ashley Landy, Ben Hicks, Dean Taylor for allowing us to be there for that run, and we appreciate their support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Also, thank you to Superior Roofing. You better not call anyone else for your roofing needs other than Superior Roofing. Cody Dykes, and look, they got him. Oh, look at that. McCrane, is he going to be able to get 2? And yes, he is. 2 pickoff moves from McCrane in back-to-back innings, and he's fired up, and I don't blame him. I'm looking at Ron from the Citizen. We were just talking about McCrane's probably not known for his pickoff moves. He's got 2 of them here in the state championship. And that's 2 outs now, and the leadoff hitter, West, with a 3-2 count. Ooh, inside, right on the corner, but they're going to give him ball 4, and there's a walk, 2-out walk for Garrett West. Up now is Ethan Hardy, who grounded out to short last time he was up. There is a pinch runner now because West is the pitcher. Brandon Martin now the pinch runner. McCrane throws a strike with 2 outs here. Top of the third. Beautiful day at Patterson, legendary Patterson Field. Glenwood Lee Scott, AISA State Championship Series. And there is ball 1 to make it 1-1. Thank you to Behringer Construction. You need any home remodeling needs, heck, not home, business, whatever it is, give Glenn Behringer a call at 706-249-1099. And that one's fouled back. Also, thank you to the Glenwood Alumni Association. If you're an alumni of Glenwood in the last 50 years, they want you to be a part of their own upcoming projects, and this is awesome. They're putting this together, led by Chuck Hall, Angie Idell, and we appreciate their support of every time we do a Glenwood game. I mean, first thing I do is call Mr. Chuck, and that one's hit high in the air. Over to make the play as the second baseman. Bankson and over, ran it, but able to lean back and catch it. And McCrane is just yelling and screaming as he's fired up after another great inning from him. And we're going to go to the bottom of the third. Glenwood Lee Scott on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live will be on the road May 15 as we do our show live from Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. Join Richard Holdridge and myself as we talk about the amazing finish to our high school baseball teams in the area, NBA playoffs, the Columbus Lions, Atlanta Braves, and so much more with our special guests. Be sure to come out and watch us live May 15 at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, and get ready to smile. Georgia Alabama Sports Live will be on the road.
Welcome back, everyone. Glenwood Lee Scott here. And the final time they're going to be facing off as opponents of the AISA. This is it. There's no more sports after this. This is it for the 2023-2024 school year. And the Gators and the Warriors, they'll be facing off again next year and for future years, but just in another league in the AHSAA. So we are excited to get this final time in the as AISA opponents. And there's strike one to Carter Judah. And that one is, you're going to say, yeah, he wasn't even close to swinging. I don't even know why they asked for the opinion there. And it's 1-1. West with the 1-1 pitch, and Judah hits it to third base. He gobbles it up, throws the first for out number 1. We are presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet and GMC. As they say, get ready to smile when you walk in there. You're going to find the car or truck of your dreams. Now here comes Levi Pender, who got on last time. One of those that were stranded. Pender hits that one right up the middle. A nice base hit for Levi Pender with a 1-out single. And here's Eli Bankston. And Bankston, he doubled last time he was up. And he got stranded on third. We could use another double here off the wall and bring in Pender. And that one's low in the dirt for ball one. Another one in the dirt to make it 2-0. Count to Bankston. And that one's hit past the first baseman's diving effort, and Pender able to get to second to back-to-back singles. Screaming live drive singles from Bankston and Pender. And we got something brewing here for the Glenwood Gators. Now Mac Blair is up. Mac Blair struck out last time back in the first inning. And now we're going to get a time here. And while we take a time, again, I want to give back shout-outs. As if you are interested in being a part of the Glenwood Alumni Association, ghsgatorsaa@gmail.com, or contact Chuck Hall at 706-577-1340, and then visit and like the Glenwood Alumni Facebook page. If you haven't been a part of it, make sure to go do that right now. Thank you to Chuck Hall, Angie Yarbrough, Julie Berry, Chip Corley, Sherry Martin, Johnny Sanders, and they even threw my name in there, too, on the alumni board. So if you're interested, please make sure to give Mr. Chuck Hall a call at 706-577-1340. Thank you to Interstate Electric Supply. All right, all you contractors out there, you know you're in need of looking for outlet covers, wires, whatever it may be. Don't call anywhere. Don't go anywhere in the Columbus, Georgia, Phoenix City area other than Interstate Electric Supply. Thank you to Jack Tinkler for being a supporter of us here in the Glenwood State Championship. So right now we have count is 0-0 for Mac Blair with one out. Blair takes ball one with runners on first and second. Pender and Bankston with back-to-back hits. And that one's high, almost hit Mac Blair to make it 2-0. Count to Mac Blair. And there is strike one to make it 2-1 on the outside corner for Garrett West. West has that one in the dirt to make it 3-1 now. And the catcher was pointing at the – Blair didn't even think about swinging there, so I was wondering what he was trying to get a check on. Maybe just hoping that the umpire would say out or strike, I guess. 3-1 the count. And that one swing and a miss right down the middle. Blair wanted to put that one in the trees, and instead it's back in the pitcher's hands to make it full count now for West and Blair. One out, first and second. And that one's right down the middle. Blair watches that one. He may have thought it was a little bit low, but it's in that position. You can't – feel like it's hard to take that pitch there. And now here comes Camden White with two outs. Can he get a two-out rally going with runners on first and second here in the bottom of the third? And that one is low for ball one. And that one's going to be a slow roller that is going to be foul. Both schools got a good student section. Show support for their teams. 1-1 the count. 2 outs here for Camden White, who is 0 for 1 on the day. Can he bring them in? West. Pitch on the way is off-speed pitch. It's going to hit the outside corner to make it 1-2 now to White. Pitchers count. And that one's going to be right to the first baseman off the end of the bat. And that's going to be end of the third. Another 2 runners left stranded. We're going to head to the top of the fourth. Gators 1, Warriors nothing on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox, discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs are discounted up to $6,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall. Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox, discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HD
Welcome back, everybody. As you can tell, I'm out of breath running up to the press box. It's not ideal. There is no close bathroom. So welcome back, everyone. 2-2, 2 outs. To make it full count. The sun is beaming right now. It's close. It feels like it's 100 degrees. It says it's only 83. I don't believe it. Full count now from McCrane, and a swing and a miss, and there is out number 3. So 1-2-3 inning from McCrane. He's wheeling and dealing. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. It's a 1-0 Glenwood Gators lead here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live will be on the road May 15 as we do our show live from Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. Join Richard Holdridge and myself as we talk about the amazing finish to our high school baseball teams in the area, NBA playoffs, the Columbus Lions, Atlanta Braves, and so much more with our special guests. Be sure to come out and watch us live May 15 at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, and get ready to smile. Georgia Alabama Sports Live will be on the road May 15 as we do our show live from Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. Join Richard Holdridge and myself as we talk about the amazing finish to our high school baseball teams in the area, NBA playoffs, the Columbus Lions, Atlanta Braves, and so much more with our special guests. Be sure to come out and watch us live May 15 at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, and get ready to smile. Georgia Alabama Sports Live will be on the road May 15 as we do our show live from Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. Join Richard Holdridge and myself as we talk about the amazing finish to our high school baseball teams in the area, NBA playoffs, the Columbus Lions, Atlanta Braves, and so much more with our special guests. Be sure to come out and watch us live May 15 at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, and get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We are bottom of the 4th, game 1 of the AISA State Championship. Gators lead 1-0. They've had 5 hits in this one. They've left the last few innings runners stranded, but the thing is, McCrane's dealing, so it really doesn't matter. And there's strike 2. And I thought he was going to give him for strike 3 there on the outside corner. Logan Henderson, who got on base last time he was up. It was 1 for 1. And that one is going to be hit right in the air, and Henderson, he got underneath it. And the second baseman, who's got a lot of work today, is going to get that for out number 1 of the inning. When talking with Coach Fanning yesterday on the show, he made mention that sometimes the hitters feel too comfortable because they know how good McCrane and Sykes are. And this Lee Scott team, they can score runs. 1-0 is not a comfortable lead, even with as good as McCrane has been today. So they need to add some runs. Bottom of the lineup now, right before we get to McCrane. Hudson Campbell is up. And I stand corrected. Henderson got out last time. He flew out to outfield. It was Campbell that doubled last time we were up. I'm next to the score guy who was keeping me on my toes. Everybody else that's calling a game has their score book, and I'm being lazy and just reading off of his. 1-1 the count. And that's foul back. Here in just a little bit, I'm going to bring on my counterpart who made it in. Which is Tyler Redmond. And there is ball 2. That one's going to be popped up and foul, and we'll bring him on here in just a little bit. Tyler Redmond of WRBL News 3. He is our local Braves and Major League Baseball expert, and honestly just knows baseball in general. And looking forward to having him on here in just a little bit. And the count now is, I think, yep, 3-2, full count. Yep, and there's ball 4. So a 1-out walk now. Tyler Redmond is in the building.
Mic check, everybody. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Are we here?
Tyler's just like, just mic me up and have me on. Tyler, thank you so much for joining us.
No
Look
problem,
forward to be
no
on the call
problem.
with you here for the next couple of hours.
Absolutely, of course. We got a 1-run game here led
Right.
by Glenwood.
Yeah, so McCrane has just been on fire. He has only given up 2 hits all game, and he has just been sensational. He's up the plate right now and has a 2-0 count. So McCrane got on with an error earlier. He's the only one, actually the pinch runner that came in for him because he wasn't actually running, but his at bat was the only run of the game. And then he was intentionally walked last time. So now he is 0 for 1 on the day.
Well, let's see if he can help himself out right here.
And there is going to make it 3-0. So let me ask you this, Tyler, and as I bring you in slowly but surely, you know I'm going to do that. You know, in games like this, and you see that with the Braves, I mean, do you really feel comfortable if you're a Coach Fanning or anyone else, even with your ace dealing the way he is, only being up 1-0?
Never, because, I mean, you know, even in high school, you don't have 9 innings, but it's still 3 or 4 innings that you got to cover. And whether he makes it all through 7 or not, in the playoffs, you're never comfortable. Even if you had a 5-run lead, you're not comfortable.
Right.
So 1-run lead's never safe. You hope to see Glenwood pull away, maybe add on some more offense. But good that they scored first. They got an early lead, and that's always going to, you know, that's a foul ball off the left side. But, you know, it's good for Mason because, hey, you know, he's only given up 2 hits. Maybe, you know, that early lead is something to do with that. Give him a little bit more confidence that he can have on the mound. And, you know, maybe that's helped him up to this point. But you can never have enough run support.
Never, and especially, like I said, when you have an ace, because even if he's pitching well, you know, errors or anything else, not outside factors, and him just
There's a
pitching,
drive,
and look
right
at that.
field.
And that one's going to go way back, all the way to the wall.
what a
He's
catch.
able to make the catch,
What
Tyler.
a catch. He's going to double him up. They're going to double him up.
And I don't think he even knows.
Wow.
And Coach Fanning's just saying, don't even go over there. So that was a great hit from McCrane, but an incredible catch from the right fielder as he comes in.
Catch.
And we're going to head to the top of the 5th. Gators 1, Lee Scott 0 here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back, everyone. Thrift Behringer here with Tyler Redmond. Tyler, let's talk about that right there. What an incredible play, because we both thought that was going to at least be a double, maybe a home run.
Well, yeah, off the bat, it was well hit, and that plays into why the runner took off, headed for third, and eventually would get doubled up. But you can't blame him, because off the bat that looked like a double, and sometimes you just get burnt because the fielder in right field made an incredible play. For those of you watching at home, I don't know how well you saw it, but it was an over-the-shoulder backwards catch that he ended up on the ground after, and he somehow held it down and was able to double it up. As a runner, you can't predict it, and it just happens that way. But you hate to see the Glenwood threat in that way, but hey, they were trying to make something break there, and I can't blame them at all in a one-run game.
Yeah, and Coach Fannin at that point, he was like, don't even worry about running back at this. He fooled all of us, and that one's going to be hit in the deep center field. Is Camden White able to get under it? He's got a lot of speed, Tyler, as you can see there. He makes those look routine. It's 1-0 now. We are at the top of the 5th inning, and McCrane, he's pitching. He's got great command. Obviously, he's the power pitcher for this team. He's got a 1.49 ERA, and he's setting the stage and setting the table. I think he's been really good. And again, only 2 runners have gotten on, and they didn't even get to second base, Tyler.
How many strikeouts does he have on today? Do we have that number?
We're going to get that right now, and I'm going to give a shout-out to the statistician guy here in just a moment. We got 5 strikeouts so far for McCrane. So 5
strikeouts. He's averaging a little over 1 an inning. So, he's been on the money today, and, the real key here now is just get outs. Let's see how long he can last and see how long he can stay on the mound. But there's another pop-up to center field.
And be able to get underneath it is Camden White for out number 2. But it's like this right here, Tyler. We're talking 2-3 pitch at bats. I know for someone, you cover the game. For one, they can only throw 120 pitches in one game. But how important is it to stay ahead of the count with these hitters? And then even if they put the ball in play, you're not striking them out all the time. That's okay, because a one out at bat is better sometimes than a strikeout, isn't it?
Leo Mazzoni always says the most important pitch is strike one, right? That's the most.
How do you know Leo?
One.
You know Leo Mazzoni, don't you?
I've interviewed him.
Wasn't he a pitching coach or hitting coach or someone that was
like
important?
That.
For the Braves.
Hall of Fame pitching coach for the Braves, and a big supporter of mine. I would say a good friend of mine. And he's got a ton of one-liners when it comes to pitching, and he's just a wealth of knowledge when it comes to that. And I love to pick his brain. But you see some of that stuff here. Pounding the zone and getting ahead, and that leads to success.
And right now, McCrane, we think we got time.
Here's the 1-0 pitch.
And that one's going to be that was close, wasn't it?
It looked good from here, but, I never like to question the umpire when we're 50 feet back. I try to give him benefit of the doubt.
I hear you, but then we're right behind the plate, man. It's really hard if it's right down.
It looked good to me. I probably would have swung over the top of it, but, it looked good to me from here.
Right now, McCrane's got a 3-0 count now to number 14 for Lee Scott Academy, the Pelzer Reeves, who was the quarterback, Tyler, for the state championship winning team. So you know Pelzer. And it's a 3-0 count for McCrane to Reeves.
Here's the pitch. Ball fourth. So that's going to bring on a runner here in the top of the 5th inning with 2 outs. Lee Scott Academy trying to make something happen here, maybe tie the game, maybe take a lead here into the latter half of the innings, but just get something going against Mason McCrane. It's been easier said than done so far today, so they have a chance to do that here.
And we'll see what happens with the runner on now, how aggressive he's going to be with 2 outs. Up to bat now for Lee Scott is number 16, Smith Harkins. And Smith Harkins is 1 for 2 on the day.
I would imagine
0 for 1 on the day.
I would imagine Pelzer Reeves is going to be pretty active on the base paths here with 2 outs. And Glenwood knows it.
Well, you weren't here to see this part of it, though, Tyler, but Mason's already got 2 pickoff.
Oh, does he?
Yes, he does. He has one where the player took his entire body off the bag, and then Levi just left the ball on him, and then when he got up, he's out, called out, and then the next time it was a pretty incredible pickoff move from McCrane, able to get the runner in a rundown situation, and there is a strike one.
Got some Steve Avery going on. Great pickoff move.
How many of those are we going to get throughout the broadcast today?
Just name drops.
Name drop Braves.
I'll give you a few. My dad's been preaching the Steve Avery pickoff move for years. There's a good pitch, good curveball there on the strike. It's going to bring up strike 2 with 2 outs. Mason McCrane trying to get through 5 shutout innings here.
And
another pickoff. Nothing going.
0-2 the count, 2 outs here, top of the 5th inning. Remember, they go 7 as Lee Scott down 1-0. That one's fouled.
So you go from one batter where you throw 4 straight balls for the walk, and now you got an 0-2 count here.
Well, this is also where McCrane's at his best, too. And honestly, we talk about the overpowering stuff, but it's been the off-speed pitches that's been giving Lee Scott trouble. 0-2 count, 2 outs, runner on first. McCrane with the pitch, and that one's going to be hit to the second baseman, Bankston, over to make the play, and there is an out. Tyler, we're going to head to the bottom of the 5th. Glenwood needs to get some more runs. They're up 1-0 here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back, everyone. Thrift Behringer alongside Tyler T-Red Redmond. It's funny that I have him on just very quickly as Jackson Grigg is up, who's 0 for 2. It's the bottom half of the 5th here, the AISA State Championship Series, Glenwood and Lee Scott. We both got an opportunity with Bobby Z.
Yep.
We both graduated from Columbus State and learned with Josh Payton, Dr. Gibson, and we both are integral part with DJ and Sports Vision. So it's
absolutely.
It's like, I don't know if you're following me or if I'm following you, but we just keep going the same path. Hopefully we'll both make it, Tyler. And we appreciate you joining us and being part of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. On your day off, you decided to come up here and work in the heat. But I know you love baseball.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy to be here, happy to be covering both Glenwood and Lee Scott as there's a ground ball. Chopper, third baseman, a great play there, and he's going to get the out. Yeah, that was a great play. Bad hop there. He was able to adjust. And who is that on that play? 21 for Lee Scott.
Yeah, that would have been Braden Butler, who he's a really good third baseman. Honestly, defensively, both teams, aside from that first at-bat for McCrane leading off the game for Glenwood, error by the second baseman. Outside of that, Lee Scott's been stout as well. Up to bat now is sophomore sensation, third baseman Carter Judah. And Judah takes strike one. 30 minutes after this one, we'll have Game 2 right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Got to give shout out to our presenting sponsor, Glenn Smith Chevrolet, in GMC. Also, thank you to Superior Roofing.
That ball just outside.
So, Carter Judah, who on the season, by the way, I talk about a sophomore, he's batting .410. You know what Glenwood's team batting average is, Tyler? Is a 2-2 pitch about to be on the way. I'll tell you here in just a second. And that one is swing and a miss. And there is strike 3 for out number 2. Their team batting average is .404. Now, today, obviously, they have not done an excellent job, but batting .404 in high school, that's pretty impressive.
As a team is really impressive. Usually when you see a team batting average, you're looking somewhere around 270. You know, it's rarely above 300, much less 400. So, great. That's a great number. Maybe in the later innings we'll see some more offensive attack. That's going to be a ball high.
And this is Levi Pender, and Tyler Levi Pender, who leads the team in RBIs, the first baseman, trying to get a 2-out rally going here. He's 1 for 2 on the day. And that one is going to be outside to make it 2-0. Just the way this one's heading right now. But I'm going to tell you this, and I said this at the beginning of the broadcast. The guy that's pitching for Glenwood, as we got a 2-0 count. And there is strike 1 is Tyler Sykes. He is 9-0 with a .76 ERA. He has been literally unhittable this year. That's who the game 2 starter is. Coach Fanning decided to go his number 2 in the game 1 as Pender hits that right to the second baseman, able to make a great play, and there's a 1-2-3 inning. But that sets up, if you're Glenwood, if you can get past this one, you know what you got coming up next. Well, we're going to take a break. When we come back from break, guess what? We got more AISA State Championship presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet and GMC, Superior Roofing, Sports Visions. Also, thank you to Interstate Electric Supply. Thank you to Jack Tinkler. Thank you to State Farm, Carol Purdue, Rocket Stone. And, of course, thank you to Double Coverage, Barringer Construction. We'll be back, Glenwood alumni, after this.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox, discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs are discounted up to $6,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall. Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA, the GMC Sierra pickup.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Thrift Barringer, and it's Tyler Redmond from WRBL News 3 and Georgia Alabama Sports Live. The rain just started coming down really hard. We hope that it goes by fast. Maybe it's just one of those, like, cool-off rains that happen sometimes. I don't know if you want to pull out your inner Dana Barker. By the way, shout out to my guy, DB. His birthday was yesterday, but hopefully the rain goes by and then hopefully keeps it cool for these next couple hours.
Good old Dana Barker. Yeah, I mean, it looks like we're going to play through this, and it honestly kind of looks like it's going to be a quick shower because it came down heavy and now it's light. So it's going to be interesting to see where this goes.
All right.
Lee Scott is up at the plate now.
And up to bat is number 1, the shortstop, Hardy.
It's actually number 19.
Oh, excuse me, West.
Leadoff player.
Yeah, Garrett West, the pitcher, who is we talk about Mason McCrane, but Garrett West has been on his game too. He's given up 5 hits, only 1 run, and that was unearned because of the error as he takes a ball there. And there goes the rain, Tyler. So, like I said,
Yeah,
it was just one of those
quick.
cool off, and that's it.
It was enough to get the crowd out of here and then bring them right back in, you know.
Tyler, you would have loved – I think you were here last year for the Glenwood Macon East State Championship, and their strike strike two is 1-2. But last year in the semifinal, Tim Hudson was coaching the Lee Scott Warriors, and I know you're a fan just like any other Braves fanatic. Timmy Hudson, who hopefully will be in the Hall of Fame one day, but you know how that thing goes.
Oh, there's a base hit to the left side.
You know how that goes, Tyler. Barry Bonds is not even in the Hall of Fame.
I don't know if you want to get me started on the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
We might be here a while.
I
if
will.
Start going on a rant.
On the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show, which we're going to have Tyler on probably sometime next week. I'm hoping to have him on May the 15th because guess what? We're going live from the Glenn Smith Chevrolet showroom 5 to 7 p.m. You're going to see me and Richard. We hope we're going to have Tyler up there, and I'm going to get him going. And by the way, Braves won last night. They're 21-12. They got a good win after getting swept by the Dodgers. Everybody.
Thank goodness they're back to winning, right? I hope that.
And against the Red Sox, Steve Smith was pretty fired up about that.
I just hope that this is a wake-up call, and maybe they, they're going to come out and start playing like we know they can. There's plenty of talent on that team, like there's plenty of talent on both of these teams. But
look at that transition, Tyler.
Yeah, the Braves have not played up to expectations so far this year. Their winning is good, but the offense is not.
Ethan Hardy is 0 for 2.
And he just squared around a bunt there, Thrift.
Well, with no outs here, you got a leadoff runner in a 1-0 game. Obviously, you're trying to get runs over.
I think you may see a squeeze here.
Well, that's what Glenwood did early in that first inning that got McCrane run in. McCrane, they're going to say ball. They make it 1-1.
That's just something you don't see enough of these days, at the major league level at least, is moving the runner over, finding a way to get one run home. You just don't see a lot of manufacturing runs this day and age in Major League Baseball.
And there is the inside pitch to make it 2-1. It's Tyler Redmond, Thrift Behringer, Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. By the way, if you want to hear more of Tyler Redmond's thoughts on the Atlanta Braves, Tyler Redmond on deck on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe right now. He's literally putting out 3 videos a week, which I'm glad. I think everyone else is too. So make sure to tune in. And, of course, you can hear him on the Sports Vision radio show on Mondays, 4 to 6 p.m. Then you can hear him on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. So you're craving Tyler Redmond. We got it for you. And there is strike 2 to make it 2-2 now. Top of the 6th, man. It's been a fun game. I know it's not a lot of runs, but in your opinion, and I'll ask this question right after this next pitch. It's 2-2 now to Ethan Hardy with a runner on first. And the pitch on the way is foul back.
Ball.
Tyler, do you like the 1-0, 2-1 games, or do you like the 9-5, 9-7, 11-9 games?
Well, it depends, right? I mean, anybody loves an offensive showing. Everybody loves that. That's what brings a lot of fans in. But for the old baseball fan in me, the what I would call the purist of baseball, I enjoy.
So you're waving that flag.
The 1-0 games.
Yeah.
And not to say that I don't enjoy the offensive blowouts. I love to see the Braves score 27 runs like they did a few years ago.
Right.
But at the same time, you get to see a pitcher work. You get to see 2 pitchers work, really. And this is what we're seeing today and both pitchers that are on the mound right now for Glenwood and Lee Scott. I mean, you get to see how they move through the lineup, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And, the major league level sometimes 4 times.
Right.
We saw Max Fried pitch a Maddox the other day. You just don't see that very often. And I think that's another reason is we don't see it very often. We see the offensive numbers because everybody in the big leagues hits homers these days. But this is a nice game here, 1-0, 3-2, full count. The pitch, ball outside.
Oh, and this
Now
is
Mason McCrane, his first real trouble on the day.
Yeah.
No outs with 2 runners on.
and I'm worried.
And,
I'm
the
worried.
number 3 hitter coming up. This is Jackson coming up to the plate.
And I'll tell you, Coach Fanning does like his pitching depth. Obviously, he's not putting in Sykes here. But maybe it's just a conversation. But, you got Levi Pender who's come on in relief, and he's done an excellent job. Looking at their roster right now, Levi Pender is 3-2 with a 2.97 ERA. They also got Hudson Campbell, who's 4-1, who's got 7 games in action. He's thrown both of those guys, Pender and Campbell. They're their bullpen guys. They're throwing 28 innings this year. And then Denton Denny, rarely used, but he's thrown another 27 innings, and all these guys, you know, between Pender at 2.97, Campbell at 1.48, and Denton Denny at 1.03. That's nice to know that you got bullpen relief if you need it, because this is the first real trouble, like you said, with McCrane, and coming up now is Sam Jackson, the first baseman.
Well, you know, now everybody in the lineup has seen McCrane. They've seen what he throws. They know what to look for. They know what to battle off, and you know it's really been walks. You know, it's not, you know, he gave up the one hit, but that walk there is what really got us where we are, and that's, you know, the ability to know what you're going to get and to anticipate. And that's, I mean, we're seeing him still bunt. This is the number 3 hitter, and he's still bunting because he's trying to get the runners over. So that's how dominant McCrane's been today. So.
Right. And runs are at a premium right now, so you're willing to let your number 3 hitter, first baseman, try to bunt someone over. So runners on first and second, no outs, McCrane, and he's trying to put down the bunt, and now that's going to be 2-0. McCrane, that command that I was bragging about here, these first 5 innings, having trouble here in the top of the 6th, and there is no outs. And you would hate that. I know that in the back of his head, he's like, man, I've been throwing phenomenal today. I don't want one inning to derail what I've been doing and how great I've been on the mound. 2-0 pitch and inside for strike 1.
Well, you got to think, you know, having runners on, the pressure's on too, and you know, McCrane's looked good all day. He hasn't had this much trouble on the base pass, this much traffic on the base pass, but now, you know, they're showing bunt, they're making something happen, and he knows that, and he's probably trying to dance outside of the zone a bit, and we're seeing that with a 2-1 count here, as here comes the pitch. That's going to be a ball low. That's going to bring up a 3-1 count. One thing he does not want to do is walk this hitter, because then you bring up bases loaded. You can go to your bullpen, but they come in with a sticky situation too. He's got to get an out here. A double play ball would be great.
3-1 the count. McCrane to Sam Jackson, looking to put the bunt on to move the runners over, and misses. And, you know, they got the radio broadcast here next to us, Tyler. He may mention that probably was ball 4.
Yeah, that's a break.
Looked lower than the previous pitch that I thought was a strike. So now it's 3-2, no outs. What will Jackson do next? Full count for McCrane. Can he get out number 1?
Ball 4.
He loads the bases, and now you're hearing from the Lee Scott fan base for the first time in this game as they're getting loud. And up to bat now is J.D. Burns. And J.D. Burns is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And now if you're McCrane here, are you trying to do – what do you do if you're Glenwood on defense? Are we trying to get the runner out, the lead runner, or are we trying to get the double play?
Oh, no, you're going for the run at home.
Yeah.
You're going for if it's a ground ball in the infield, I mean, depending on how quickly, you know, you got to think they're going to be leading off trying to steal here too a little bit. But you're trying to get that run at home. The best case scenario here is you get a strikeout for this batter, followed with a double play.
And that's going to be ball 1.
One thing McCrane's not able to do right now is pound the zone, and you got to understand why. You know, you pound the zone and they hit it right now, you give up 2 runs. You know, you got two runners are coming around to score, and that's not only a tie game, that's, you know, losing the lead too. So it's this is a tough situation for McCrane. There's a ground ball, and nobody's there to cover first.
And they tie the game.
All hands are safe.
Yeah, well, the first baseman was trying to run up because he thought he may have bunted, and the second baseman made the play, but then McCrane was not able to get over at first base, and now that's going to be the tying run, and now McCrane still with no outs here, Tyler.
You know, you asked me if I was comfortable in a one-run situation, no matter who was on the mound. Here you go, right? Third time through the lineup, and this is the kind of thing you see. You know, players have adjusted to the pitching. They've gotten used to it. They know what's coming, and they've been able to take advantage. And, look, it's not always a big-time hit. You know, that was what I would call a dinker to the right side where, you know, you forced the defense to work. They were unable to be successful there, but, you know, you didn't even get an out. You know, it's just a tough situation. Now, you know, Coach Fanning's going to find himself in a situation where he's got to make a decision, and he does. He brings in a relief pitcher. And who is this, Thrift?
Yeah, so, nope. Is it a relief pitcher or are they bringing in? Oh, pinch runner.
Pinch runner.
Yeah.
Forgive me.
Excuse me. Lee Scott just brought in a pinch runner.
McCrane is staying in. And, you know, for Coach Fanning, a lot of people might wonder, well, hey, bases loaded. Why not bring in a relief pitcher? But you got a game 2 to think about.
Yeah, exactly right. And now McCrane throws another ball. So McCrane is struggling to find the strike zone here. 1-0, bases loaded, no outs in the bottom of the top of the 6th. Can McCrane get out of this with only giving up 1? So Glenwood can take the lead back. And there is strike 1 there for Mason McCrane, who brother Brandon McCrane signed to go play at Auburn from Smith Station. Mason plans on going there next. And it's 1-1. Pitch on the way. Foul back to make it 1-2, staying ahead of the count, which is what you want. And if you can get this strikeout here, Tyler, that sets up now where you don't have to play the play at the plate. You can try to get the double play to try to get out of this with only giving up 1 run.
The key here is limiting the damage. You got a good offense. They haven't done much today, but you do have a good offense. They have a .404 team batting average. You got to give them a chance. What you don't want to do is let this get blown open. There's a pitch. It's fouled to the left side. Still a 1-2 count here. But, yeah, for Mason McCrane right now, the key is limiting damage. You can't do anything about the runners you have on. You got to focus at the batter at the plate. A strikeout at this point with a 1-2 count is a necessity.
1-2. Bases loaded, no outs in a 1-1 game. And a swing and a miss and a huge strikeout for McCrane there, Tyler, what you just called for.
Well, that was big. You know, the batter, I don't know if you noticed, Thrift, but he's standing really on the plate. And what that does is, to me, it opens up the fastball. And that's what we just saw him strike out on. So
because you can jam him inside.
Yep, you absolutely can. And, you know, he's trying to focus on covering the plate, but it worked against him there with fastball. Now Mason McCrane looks for the double play. Can he get it?
And up the bat now is Lane Edens, who's 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout, and takes strike 1. Again, I know everyone is, if you're watching at home and you're nervous, your arms are sweating, knees are getting weak. Shout out to Eminem. But McCrane trying to get out of this with only giving up 1 run. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. Now you're starting to see that confidence from someone that's got a lot of experience who pitched in last year's state championship game, Tyler.
Yeah, beyond confidence, though, it's also, all right, I got nothing to lose. I got 3 runners on. I got to execute. You know, we're going to give it all we got. We might as well do it. And that, that looked like strike 3, but it is not called. That is a 1-2 count, a little bit outside. Could have got the call there. As my dad would say, that was too close for taking there, son.
100%.
And, that was a tough one.
So it's a 1-2 count. McCrane, strike 3, swing and a miss. And McCrane has struck out the last 2. Now 2 outs. Now you feel confident if you're there at the end, because now you got any bag, you can get an easy out.
Any bag, any fly out, whatever the case may be. And it was the same thing on that batter. They're standing really on the plate. This is Braden Butler coming up to the plate, but this guy is not so much on the plate. What you've seen in the past 2 batters, they've been really on the plate, and it's worked for Mason McCrane. He's been able to execute the fastball.
So you're saying they need to back up some, because right now he's just jamming with that speed.
The last one was high and in, and I just think they're so close to the plate, and they have to cover it, but that inside pitch has really been hurting them. But that said, if they back up, Mason McCrane might hit him with a curveball or a slate.
There we go.
Something else.
And that's when you're on your A game, it's a guessing, chess match between both of them. That's why I do like 1-0 games too, is because that chess match between pitcher and batter, and there's a swing and a miss and that off-speed pitch. I mean, right now he has the couple hitters after getting in trouble. He has them guessing, and now we may have a situation here.
We got a conference. It's rare that you see this. Middle of an AB, but we have a conference here from the Lee Scott head coach. And
can you pull a batter in mid-count?
I've never seen it, to be honest with you, but I guess you can. Nothing stopping it.
You're talking about a confidence killer in the middle of an at-bat.
I would not want it. No.
And then if you're the hitter, too.
I would not want it.
1-1 count, you already put me behind the 8 ball.
I mean, maybe he's telling them, hey, you know.
This is what I'm seeing. So
I mean, maybe he sees something that's going to help. You know, you never know.
That's why I wonder, too, with the third base coach. But that is the head coach and Jared Cook. All right, here we go. 1-1 count.
Mason McCrane's done a really good job of mixing his off-speed here. We already saw one swing over an off-speed pitch. We might see another right here.
1-1 count, and there's outside for ball 2. McCrane, 4 batters in a row got on base, couple of walks, and a run scored to tie it at 1. McCrane trying to get out of it with only giving up 1 run with no outs and the bases loaded, now to 2 outs, and there's strike 2 to make it 2-2.
All right, Deuce is wild here.
So McCrane, can he?
If he gets out of this, if he gets out of this, this is big.
Pitch on the way, high to make it full count.
If you want a drama, here you go. Full count, 2 outs.
What did you think was going to happen, Tyler? Did you think between these 2 rivals that we were going to get blowouts?
A 1-0 shutout?
Right.
Never.
3-2 full count. Both fans anticipating what's going to happen next, and that one's hit high. It looks like it's going to be hit, not a play unless Pender can make the play, and he does. And McCrane is fired up. And we're going to head to the bottom half of the 6th. We got a great one here. It's Warriors and Glenwood tied at 1 on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox, discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs are discounted up to $6,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall. Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy
Welcome back, everyone. Thrift Behringer and Tyler Redmond from WRBL. Eli Bankston is up to bat now. Eli Bankston has gotten on the last 2 times, but wasn't able to even get to second base. Can Bankston do that now as we head to the bottom of the 6th? It's 1-1 here, Tyler. Great job, McCrane, getting out of that jam, wasn't it?
Absolutely. And now we're at this point, as there's a foul ball, I feel like at this point, whatever team scores next, right? Because the pitching's been really dominant. Offense has been so hard to come by. And granted, it could always open up. It can always, break the floodgates. But at this point, I think the next run wins.
And that
There's
one,
another foul ball.
Yep, and
he's right on it. He's fouled it back twice. You got to feel like he's on it, and he's doing everything he can to get on base. Because if he gets on base, pressure's on, just like it was last inning for Mason McCrane. So,
and then you get that thing in the back of your head. You start losing command because you're worried about the runners. And like you said, but Wes has done a good job being able to get out of the jam, and that one's hit to right field. Is it going to get down? And it is. Nice job by Bankson. Another base hit for him, and hits it right in that shallow spot, right in that blind spot, if you will, between the second baseman and the right fielder, because how deep this park is, and that's a leadoff single, exactly what you were talking about Glenwood needed.
Yeah, now you got a leadoff single. You got, is this Mac Belair coming up to the plate? Nope, this is Cal Lawrence coming up to the plate.
Yep, Lawrence for the first time today.
Well, hey, why not shake it up a little bit? Your offense has been rather quiet. Maybe you got something here.
So they put in Kyle Lawrence in for Mac Blair. So Lawrence is going to pitch hit for the DH. And he's looking like trying to – so they're trying to squeeze. He's trying to move that runner over.
Well, that's how they scored the one run they have. So you might as well give it a shot. The other thing I would say here is that, you know, Glenwood has not shown, at least so far, a lot of left-handed hitters. You know, you have a righty-righty matchup that plays against the hitter. That's got to be in the back of their minds as well.
Kyle Lawrence is the original DH. He just didn't DH today. And look at that bunt. He gets it down beautifully, moves the runner over, does get out, but it does his job.
Now you got a runner in scoring position. Base hit scores him more than likely as Camden White comes up to the plate.
He's 0 for 2. He lined out last time to the second baseman.
All that means is he's
First
due.
baseman, excuse me.
All that means is he's due.
He's 0 for 2. There's a runner at second. And now, as you made mention, in these pressurized moments, late in games, when runs are at a premium, there's a lead runner at second, there's only one out. And now, if you're West, who's thrown a lot of pitches already deep in this one, and he's been great, but is he going to get in trouble? So Camden White up to bat now. Can he move Bankston and score him? And takes that high for ball one. Do you bunt again? Do you waste another out and move him over to third?
I don't think so, because it looks to me like Bankston's got speed anyway. I think a base hit scores him. But what you don't want to happen is what we saw a couple of innings ago with a missile to right field and then double up. You got to be careful. See?
And then he hits it to third. Third baseman not able to get it. Nope. Bankston gets held there by Fanning. But nice diving effort, though, as you mentioned, Tyler, by the third baseman, Braden Butler. Goes off his glove. And now runners at the corner, so I'm glad he didn't bunt. Runners at the corners, we're giving him a hit. That would have been a tough play anyway. And now up to bat is number 15 for the Gators.
Logan Henderson's coming up. And now you're going to have a conference on the mound too here, Thrift. They very well may be going to the pen.
Well, Henderson's 0 for 2, but then after Henderson is Hudson Campbell, who is 2 for 2. So let's see, with only one out. Now, I got a question for you, Tyler. Runners on first and third. You know where I'm about to go with this. Are you pulling the squeeze? Are you bunting him in?
I wouldn't be opposed to it. In this day and age, it's something that happens very rarely, but why not do it in a playoff state championship matchup? You know, why not go for it? Will Coach Fanning do it? I don't know. Do you take the bat out of your hitter's hands? Do you let them keep exposing what we've had? I think what you may see is it depends on the matchup to some degree. You got to imagine Lee Scott's relievers are going to be pretty good as well, and looks like you have a lefty coming out. So to me, you got a right-handed hitter, lefty. I'm letting him swing.
Well, guess what? We're going to find out coming up next here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. It's AISA state championship game between rivals Glenwood and Lee Scott. We got a good one here. Bottom of the 6th. We'll be right back after this.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live will be on the road May 15 as we do our show live from Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. Join Richard Holdridge and myself as we talk about the amazing finish to our high school baseball teams in the area, NBA playoffs, the Columbus Lions, Atlanta Braves, and so much more with our special guests. Be sure to come out and watch us live May 15 at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, and get ready to smile. Georgia Alabama Sports Live will be on the road.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox, discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs are discounted up to $6,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall. Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone. Third Behringer here with Tyler Redman.
There it is.
From WRBL News 3, and a good friend of mine, and I appreciate you driving up here to do this. And shout out to Jack Patterson. Shout out to Tony Reese, Hoppy, all us young guys that we've been grinding. DJ Jones, who obviously is the apex, who we're all trying to be like. And we want to appreciate all the sponsors, including Glenn Smith Chevrolet and GMC. On the mound right now is Braden Martin.
And I made a mistake. I thought they were bringing in a lefty for a right-handed hitter. It looks like they're bringing in lefty for a lefty.
There we go.
There's the bunt.
Oh, and not putting it down.
You asked me last inning. We heard during the break that Henderson is a great bunter.
Yeah.
So we very well may see a squeeze, a suicide squeeze, something of the sort.
And then look what happened. So I think you may know what you're talking about, Tyler.
I know a thing or two.
1-0 makes it 2-0. And now I think also, too, with the bunt situation, just acting like you're putting it down, psychologically it does something to a pitcher.
It bothers them,
especially with a runner on third base. So now you got 2-0 count, 1 out, and look at that. Didn't even decide to bunt. Now it's 3-0.
Yeah, now do you swing away?
Do you walk him now and not take? But then, like I said, the next guy up has been on fire, and he's 2-2. Hot as fish grease, as DJ Jones likes to say from Sports Visions. He is going to try to put down the bunt and take strike one.
I think at this point, if you're Henderson, you're swinging away.
But I'm surprised White hasn't take off and run. There's no way he's going to throw that down there with
a 3-1 count, 3-0 count, really.
And putting the bunt down, is he going to be able to get it?
Safe.
And look at that, an excellent squeeze. What a bunt from Logan Henderson as he's beating his chest as he should, and the Gators take the 2-1 lead. How about that call, Tyler?
Gators take the 2-1 lead there. That's huge. And guess what? They still got 2 runners on and only 1 out. They have a chance to really break it open as Hudson Campbell comes to the plate. And he's been a hot hitter so far today, right?
Tyler, man, we said it. It's like, do you put the bunt down? It's 3-1 right now. They looked like it may have been kind of high. Could have walked, but excellent bunt. Was going to be a tough play. He tried to flip it with the glove, the third baseman, but not able to in time. And Gators go back up 2-1 here. And as you made mention, 1 out, first and second. He's trying to put a bunt down.
I think at this point between these two teams, offense is so hard to come by. We've seen bunts really throughout the entire past 2 innings from both teams, and rightfully so. I mean, it's just been really hard to come by.
And look, he tried to put a bunt there, but they're going to say low to make it.
And even if they don't get the bunt down, what you're doing is you're putting yourself in an advantage count. You have a 2-0 count now, and if you choose to swing away, nobody's going to bat an eye. I would bet he's going to try to bunt here. Yep.
2-0, and he puts the bunt down, and
foul
it goes
ball.
foul. And by the way, coming up next is Mason McCrane, who's the big bat who leads the team in home runs with 9 on the season and bats .533.
Now, wouldn't it be something?
If he hits a granny.
Wouldn't it be something?
2-1 count. 1 out here. And he's going to try to put the bunt down. No, and I'm telling you, you agree with me on the psychological effect that just putting the bunt down has on pitchers sometimes, especially at this level.
Definitely an effect.
And 3-1 count, and there's
there
ball 4.
Ball 4. And if it doesn't have an effect, that's the intention behind it.
Right.
You know, so not all the time. Like in the suicide squeeze, the suicide squeeze we saw a minute ago, that wasn't the intention. The intention was to get the bunt down. But sometimes, you know what, let's just load the bases. Let's get in his head and let's load the bases, because now you really got the pressure on. Bases loaded, 1 out. Your guy at the plate, Mason McCrane, was leading the team in homers.
Let me ask you this, though, and I know we went in the bullpen, but at what point do you think, if you're the Lee Scott coach, it's like, all right, we're down 2-1. We don't want to waste pitching, because if we go down 1-0, we still need a guy next game to go against their ace in Glenwood. So you don't want to go too deep in that bullpen, do you?
It's a tough.
But you still want to have a chance to win. You don't want to get down more than a run here, because you just tied it this past inning.
It's a tough dice to roll, right? Because in a 2-1 game, it's not far enough out where you go, okay, we're going to throw in our version of a Jesse Chavez, our mop-up guy, right? You don't have
the 40-year-old Jesse Chavez.
You don't have that luxury. You have, a situation where you have to at least attempt to win, because you are only down 2-1.
Yeah.
But you also find yourself playing a game 30 minutes after this against a pitcher who's going to be dominant for Glenwood as well. So,
and now McCrane's up. And if you're Martin, the last thing you want is seeing this one in the trees, which is literally all across the outfield. And if he turned on it, that baseball is long gone, and you're never going to probably find it out there in the woods. 1 out, bases loaded for the big bat. McCrane, who takes strike 1.
Let me ask you this, Thrift. If you're Mason McCrane here, are you looking deep or are you looking for a base hit here? I would imagine he's looking for a base hit, but hey, if one's there.
I mean, exactly. In the back of your head, you're thinking, 4 is better than 1. And that one's fouled back, and now you're down 0-2. But still, remember, only 1 out here, Tyler.
Yeah. What you don't want to do, the last thing Mason McCrane wants to do is hit into a double play here.
Well, do you try the double play now with this? The entire infield's on the grass. Or it looks like they're trying to play for the out at home.
I think, with the threat of the bunt, that's probably part of it too. But to be honest with you, with Mason McCrane at the plate, the last thing I'm worried about
is a
bunt,
bunt, and
he's going to bunt.
On bases loaded, right. 0-2 pitch, and that one hits the dirt. Nice job by the catcher blocking it up to make it 1-2.
Yeah, but it's definitely looking like they're going to come home if they can, because the force out is at home. You have that option. Maybe they're just questioning whether or not they can get the double play. You know what? 2 strikes here for Mason McCrane to start this count, but then no panic, down to a 2-2 count.
He's just happy they got a run in general, and he thinks if I can get a 1 or 2 more here, I can come out here and do a complete game with a 2-2 pitch to McCrane. And McCrane hits that one in the gap, and that's going to score 1. Coach Fanning waving around the second. Here comes Henderson in for 2 runs, and McCrane adding on to help his lead. It's 4-1 Gators.
I got a feeling Mason McCrane's coming back out.
I think so, too, as he's going to come out now and talk about timely hitting. I told Coach Fanning this, man. They're hitting, especially these last, and look at McCrane. I love his energy, his passion, his emotion. Don't take that out of baseball. It's in every sport. I'm with Bryce Harper. I don't know how you feel about that, but that needs to be in baseball. I love emotion.
I completely agree, and that was the whole campaign of Let the Kids Play a few years ago.
Remember that?
I don't mind a bat flip occasionally. Now, there is something to, putting your head down, running around the bases, and treating your opponent with respect, and I get all that.
Yeah.
But no, the raw emotion when something big happens.
Celebrate when your teammates come on out.
Absolutely.
We're going to actually take a break. Before we take a break, though, I want to give a shout-out to all our sponsors that include presenting sponsor Glenn Smith Chevrolet and GMC. Also, thank you to Superior Roofing. All your roofing needs, give Cody Dykes and Superior Roofing a call. Also, State Farm, Carroll Purdue for all your home, life, auto, church, insurance. State Farm, Carroll Purdue. Columbus State University is a Columbus State University graduate and alumni. Love what Columbus State did for me, and check for more information about their sports, or if you're interested in going to that school, one of the top nursing programs in the Southeast. Sports Visions. Also, thank you to the Glenwood Alumni Association. If you're a Glenwood alumni, listen to this. I will give you call Chuck Hall. Go to Glenwood Alumni Facebook page, and also you can email ghsgators@gmail.com. Also, thank you to Rocket Stone, Barron's Construction, and CVCC, and then especially thank you to Jack Tinkler and the Interstate Electric Supply. Listen, I used to work with my dad in construction, and I'm telling you right now, Interstate Electric Supply is the place you want to go for all your electrical needs. If you're trying to replace a light switch, whether it be an outlet, if you're replacing a ceiling fan, I don't care what it is. You better not go anywhere else to get your electrical supplies other than Interstate. We're going to take a break. We'll come right back on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to
Toygar Isla. If you don't have a producer that stays on your case as much as Toygar does with me, you're not doing streaming right, I promise you. 1 out, runners on the corners, and it's 4-1 Gators. And now if you're Lee Scott, you're just trying to get out of here without using up too much of your pitching, knowing you got to win game 2. This one's not over with as Griggs swings and misses there for strike 2, but that was a huge hit for Mason McCrane.
Absolutely, and I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised they went to the pen and used another arm, you know, because you've given up now, 3 runs this inning. You know, like you said, you're kind of trying to save your pitching. And I'm a little surprised they went to another one. But you see right there, there's the strikeout, so maybe I'm wrong. But
how do you chase those as a former player?
I don't know. Have you ever played wiffle ball? It's a lot harder than you think.
It looks good,
yeah.
and then all of a sudden it takes that turn for the worst.
You know, anybody.
Trust me, I'm not saying I'm better than Jackson Griggs. Jackson Griggs is a way better baseball than I ever was. I just always wonder, it's like, that looks so far out, but then you get up at the plate, it looks like it's going to be a strike, and then before you know it, that thing breaks on you.
I always liked, it was like we're going to have a pickoff here. Yep.
And he slides right into it. So a great pickoff move, but the Gators do their job. McCrane with a 1-out single that led to 2 runs after they already took the 2-1 lead. They lead 4-1. We're going to the top of the 7th. It's game 1 of the AISA State Championship Series here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live will be on the road May 15 as we do our show live from Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. Join Richard Holdridge and myself as we talk about the amazing finish to our high school baseball teams in the area, NBA playoffs, the Columbus Lions, Atlanta Braves, and so much more with our special guests. Be sure to come out and watch us live May 15 at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, and get ready to smile. Georgia Alabama Sports Live will be on the road.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox, discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs are discounted up to $6,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall. Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for...
Rick Behringer here with Tyler Redmond.
Let's see if Mason McCrane can close this one out.
You said there's no way. Come on, man. And knowing the competitor McCrane is, there's no chance he's not He's missing the ability to close this one out in a complete game fashion.
If he doesn't get that hit last inning, I think you very well may have seen the bullpen get to work. But he has earned the right.
And right now he throws that one high for ball 1. So 1-0 the count now, and up to bat for Lee Scott is Alan Owen, trying to get something started here in the top of the 7th. Final at bat for Lee Scott here in game 1. Glenwood will be the home teams in game 1, and if necessary, game 3. Lee Scott will be home next one. We'll keep this stream going, so we're going to stay right here on this stream. You won't hear me and Tyler, though, probably till about 10 minutes before the next game starts as we preview and review. And there's strike 1 to make it 2-1. As I made mention, coming up on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, we're doing our show tomorrow. And then Friday, we got Brookstone GIAA semifinal. And then we got Friday, also the Calvary Gap State Championships. Can't wait to do those. And that one's going to be popped up right to Carter Judah for out number 1.
Mason McCrane just continuing,
And you know what happened right there, Tyler? Sorry to interrupt.
You're good.
He gets jammed again.
Yep.
Why are we explain that to me. What's the thought process for them to be so close to the plate?
Right? Mason McCrane's taking full advantage of it. But to me, again, you're standing right on the plate. You open yourself up to that. But again, if you back up 6 inches, Mason McCrane may, use another bag of the tricks, right? Or trick in the bag, rather. So, to me, though, Thrift, Mason McCrane's doing his coach, Tim Fanning, a big favor here going all 7 innings. It means you have your full artillery in the bullpen coming up in Game 2. So, it's looking really good for Glenwood at this point. All right, here we go. Nothing count.
And
McCrane looking for out number 2. That's going to be ball 1, though, as it escapes past the catcher.
Trying to see who's at bat right now for Lee Scott. And I think that is Pelzer Reeves. So, Pelzer Reeves. So, Garrett West, the starting pitcher, who did a great job today.
That is actually Harkins.
Excuse me.
Ground ball, and he's going to get on here, Thrift.
Griggs not able to get there in time. It would have been a tough play anyway. So there is a 1-out single for Harkins, and now the leadoff hitter for Lee Scott. And the starting pitcher, Garrett West, is up to bat now.
Yeah, I mean, look, you got a runner on here, but for Mason McCrane, you got the ground ball that you were looking for, and it just so happened to get in a weird hole where the defense couldn't make an out of it. But now you tune in, you look for another ground ball, maybe a double play, possibly a strikeout. Mason McCrane, again, looking for out number 2. Runner on first here as West comes up to the plate. That's going to be a ball outside.
McCrane, last thing you want to do is just get yourself in any type of trouble here. Just take the easy pitch. Let your defense make plays, which they've done all game.
If you're Lee Scott, you're playing next man up, right? You're moving the chains a little bit. You're trying to get as many runners on as possible. You can't tie the game here with a homer, but you bring the next man up and you bring tying run to the plate. But for Mason McCrane, all he needs to do is focus in, lock in, execute his pitches, pound the zone like he's been doing, and he'll be just fine. 2-0 count here.
And that was
a fly ball to right field, and that will be caught. It's going to be out number 2. The runner doesn't go anywhere. So now Mason McCrane is looking for out number 3, possibly the final batter of the day, and it comes down to Hardy.
Yeah, Ethan Hardy's going to be up, and West right there. I think he was trying to hit out of the ballpark. He didn't care about the base hit there. He was just trying to hit out of the ballpark. And McCrane and Hardy, Lee Scott, to their final out of the game here in Game 1 of a best-of-3 series in the AISA 3A state championship.
I've always,
Pitch on the way, and that one's hit high. And I think that is going to do it. Able to get over there in time is second baseman.
Wow.
And again, he overran it, but there is out number 3. And the Glenwood Gators, as Mason McCrane about pops a blood vessel screaming, gets the Game 1 win, 4-1. What an excellent game, Tyler.
What an excellently pitched game by Mason McCrane. He was able to help himself on the offensive side of the ball. He looks out of breath after that celebration right now, but he's well-deserved. He gets to sit on the bench and hope that the Glenwood Gators are able to win Game 2. Of course, he'll be a part of the offense as well, but he now gets to watch the other pitchers take the mound, and it's going to be a lot of fun here in Game 2.
Can't wait for it. Sports Vision's player of the game is Mason McCrane. He had a 2 RBI single there in the bottom of the 6th. He was through a complete game and gets the win, number 7 on the season. We're going to take a break. We'll stay right here on this stream. We're going to go live. We'll be back here in about 20 minutes, and in 30 minutes, game number 2 of the AISA State Championship Series here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live will be on the road May 15 as we do our show live from Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. Join Richard Holdridge and myself as we talk about the amazing finish to our high school baseball teams in the area, NBA playoffs, the Columbus Lions, Atlanta Braves, and so much more with our special guests. Be sure to come out and watch us live May 15 at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, and get ready to smile. Georgia Alabama Sports Live will be on the road May 15 as we do our show live from Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. Join Richard Holdridge and myself as we talk about the amazing finish to our high school baseball teams in the area, NBA playoffs, the Columbus Lions, Atlanta Braves, and so much more with our special guests. Be sure to come out and watch us live May 15 at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, and get ready to smile. Georgia-Alabama Sports Live will be on the road May 15 as we do our show live from Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. Join Richard Holdridge and myself as we talk about the amazing finish to our high school baseball teams in the area, NBA playoffs, the Columbus Lions, Atlanta Braves, and so much more with our special guests. Be sure to come out and watch us live May 15 at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, and get ready to smile. Georgia-Alabama Sports Live will be on the road May 15 as we do our show live from Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. Join Richard Holdridge and myself as we talk about the amazing finish to our high school baseball teams in the area, NBA playoffs, the Columbus Lions, Atlanta Braves, and so much more with our special guests. Be sure to come out and watch us live May 15 at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, and get ready to smile. Georgia-Alabama Sports Live will be on the road May 15 as we do our show live from Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. Join Richard Holdridge and myself as we talk about the amazing finish to our high school baseball teams in the area, NBA playoffs, the Columbus Lions, Atlanta Braves, and so much more with our special guests. Be sure to come out and watch us live May 15 at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, and get ready to smile. Georgia-Alabama Sports Live will be on the road May 15 as we do our show live from Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. Join Richard Holdridge and myself as we talk about the amazing finish to our high school baseball teams in the area, NBA playoffs, the Columbus Lions, Atlanta Braves, and so much more with our special guests. Be sure to come out and watch us live May 15 at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, and get ready to smile. Georgia-Alabama Sports Live will be on the road May 15 as we do our show live from Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. Join Richard Holdridge and myself as we talk about the amazing finish to our high school baseball teams in the area, NBA playoffs, the Columbus Lions, Atlanta Braves, and so much more with our special guests. Be sure to come out and watch us live May 15 at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, and get ready to smile.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox, discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs are discounted up to $6,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall. Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox. Discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs are discounted up to $6,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall. Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox. Discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs are discounted up to $6,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall. Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox. Discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs are discounted up to $6,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall. Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox. Discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs are discounted up to $6,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall. Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox. Discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs are discounted up to $6,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall. Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox, discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs are discounted up to $6,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall. Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox, discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs are discounted up to $6,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall. Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox, discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs are discounted up to $6,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall. Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox, discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs are discounted up to $6,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall. Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox. Discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs are discounted up to $6,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall. Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox. Discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs are discounted up to $6,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall. Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox. Discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs are discounted up to $6,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall. Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox. Discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs are discounted up to $6,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall. Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox. Discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs are discounted up to $6,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall. Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox, discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs are discounted up to $6,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall. Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox, discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs are discounted up to $6,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall. Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox, discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs are discounted up to $6,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall. Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox, discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs are discounted up to $6,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall. Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox, discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs are discounted up to $6,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall. Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Georgia, Alabama Sports Live will be on the road May 15 as we do our show live from Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. Join Richard Holdridge and myself as we talk about the amazing finish to our high school baseball teams in the area, NBA playoffs, the Columbus Lions, Atlanta Braves, and so much more with our special guests. Be sure to come out and watch us live May 15 at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, and get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone. Thurp Behringer and WRBL's Tyler Redmond. It's game 2 of the AISA State Championship, and Gators won the first one 4-1, led by this guy right now, Mason McCrane, who's leading this one off. Tyler, he was sensational, 7 innings pitched, complete game, and got the 1 out, 2 RBI single in the bottom of the 6th to give them that lead that was too insurmountable for Lee Scott to come back and win.
Yeah, and interesting that he's leading this game off, because as you mentioned in the last game, this is one of the premier power hitters in the lineup. As you see the 1-0 pitch, it's going to be a ball that gets past the catcher, 2-0 for Mason McCrane. But you got to think, as hot as a bat as he has, maybe they just say, hey, we're going to put you out there and get something started early, give you as many at-bats as possible, and, we'll see what he does with it.
2-0 count now to Mason McCrane. And on the mound for Lee Scott, we'll get in a minute, is that swing and a miss, is number 15, Jake Cummings, who is their number 2 pitcher. Cummings had that Game 2 win last week in which, Tyler, they were down 1-0 against Clark Prep, and they won the final 2 games to make it to the state championship. They were on the road because Clark Prep was number 1 in the other region, Lee Scott number 2 in Glenwood's region. If you just go by state rankings, Glenwood's number 1, Lee Scott's number 2.
There's a drive. That's in the gap. That's in the right center gap. Mason McCrane's hit rounding for second. Looks like he may go to 3. Yep, he's taking off.
He's 6'6",
Play a third. Play a third. Safe.
Yep, he's 6'6", Tyler, and
look
you look
at
at
the
him.
Emotion.
Fired up, isn't he? He's 6'6". He can fly, man, and he was going around the bases there, and big time leadoff hit for Mason McCrane as he starts it off with the triple. Now here comes Jackson Griggs.
Mason McCrane making everybody pay attention to him. As the radio guy next to us just said, he got robbed of a hit that was just like that, a little further right. That was a missile. Glad to see him rewarded there with a triple.
Jackson Griggs takes strike 1.
Lee Scott with their backs against the wall early here. Mason McCrane ready to score. No outs here. Squares around a bunt. Brings it back. Oh, what a great play. Great play.
He called him out. He called him out.
3F, I'm not one to question a call, but that looked safe to me.
That was an egregious call. That was not even close.
Coach is not happy about it either.
Not close because he dove back in the bag and his hand was on the bag. Then you saw the dive at his leg. I can't believe he called that. And I'm going to be honest with you, in his position where he was at,
I don't know that he could have seen it.
He couldn't saw it. So at that point, it was a guess for him. As
it was clearly safe on our end.
Yeah. So now coming up to bat is Levi Pender. Let's see if it's Carter Judah.
Glenwood's got to reset now. Complete roller coaster of emotions there. You lead off with a triple. Now no runner on third. Runner on first, though, with 1 out. You've got to reset and make something happen. That strike zone looks to be a little wider this go-around. 1 strike, no balls. Runner on first, 1 out. Carter Judah at the plate. The pitch, ball outside.
Judah, who is only a sophomore, had a great game last week. Great game last game. And now has a 1-2 count. Runner on first to Judah. That one's fouled back to make it 1-2. Again, I'm going to go back to that call there because the umpire had to be behind the bag. I don't think, and because it was on the ground too, such a low play, I just don't think he saw it. I don't think he was able to get the best view possible.
And as bad as that call may have been in our opinion, it's tough as an umpire. Right. You get 1 chance, 1 look, and it wasn't a very good look. So no shade to the umpire there, but tough business for Glenwood. You go from having a runner on first and third to just a runner on first, and now 2 balls, 2 strikes to Carter Judah with 1 out.
2-2 pitch to Judah is
ball outside.
They're going to say full count. Now it's full count.
Yeah.
And he throws it down. So Judah, I think, got confused on what the count was.
He got a little ahead of himself there. It's all right. We're looking to hit anyway. Full count here for Judah. 1 out. The pitch. And they're calling him strike 3. I mentioned earlier, Thrift, that I thought the strike zone looked a little wider, and it's looking like they're getting that outer edge on the right side.
So now Levi Pender is going to come up, the first baseman, with 2 outs now, and the leadoff triple has not mattered so far, and that one's going to be low for ball 1.
I will say one takeaway from this inning so far. The Glenwood offense is a little bit more proficient so far than it was in last game.
And tries to throw it over to first, not in time. And 2 outs here for Pender. And what could happen here is Pender get on with a single, and then you're shooting yourself in the foot with the leadoff triple pitch on the way, and that one's going to be high into right field, shallow right. Running in is a right fielder, and that will be out number 3. Leadoff triple leads at 0 here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. It's Tyler Redmond from WRBL, and Thurp Behringer will be back after this.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live will be on the road May 15 as we do our show live from Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. Join Richard Holdridge and myself as we talk about the amazing finish to our high school baseball teams in the area, NBA playoffs, the Columbus Lions, Atlanta Braves, and so much more with our special guests. Be sure to come out and watch us live May 15 at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, and get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone. Thurp Behringer, Tyler Redmond. And on the mound now is the ace. He has a 0.76 ERA. He's 10-0 on the season. He has 71 strikeouts, and this guy has been absolutely sensational. The junior, Tyler Sykes, for the Glenwood Gators.
And as much as you'd like to have gotten that run home in the first inning, you know, having a guy like Tyler Sykes on the mound for Glenwood has got to give them a lot of confidence going into this game that they're going to have not only, you know, a chance to win, but more opportunities to score for them as well.
I want to give a shout out to State Farm, Carol Purdue. Thank you, Miss Carol, for their support of what we do. Her daughter played here and coaches here and played basketball, was a 1,000-point scorer, played softball at CSU, and was a great softball player here at Glenwood. And for she's one of the top insurance agencies in Phoenix City. Give Carol Purdue and State Farm a call. All right, here comes Sykes, and he throws a strike right past Garrett West, Tyler.
I mentioned last inning the strike zone just looks a little bit wider than it was. Maybe Sykes can take advantage of it. Right now, though, he's got a 1-1 count here. You got to think after an inning like that ended so poorly for Glenwood, you got to think Sykes is looking to have a 1-2-3 inning here and move right along.
He was dealing with some soreness in his elbow here as of recently, but they're saying he's 100%. He said he feels excellent. Saw when watching him, you know, pre-game, Tyler, he looked, you know, energized and excited for the opportunity. He was a Game 2 pitcher last year that won the state championship, and he was just lights out. Gave up 1 run. There was a 10-run rule. Sykes was just phenomenal, and he wasn't even the number 1 starter. That was Jacob Page. They were Brandon McCrane, Mason McCrane. Both those guys are signing to go to Auburn.
Oh.
That one's going to be hit, and making a great dive and play is the left fielder. But as I was mentioning, that team last year, Tyler, that Glenwood team, went 44 and I think 4, and they were ranked number 6 nationally. and they had several guys going to play Division I. I mean, just one of the best baseball teams we've seen around here in a long time. And then we combat it now with Central. It's an incredible run this year. But Glenwood, to replace all that talent and to come back this next year and still being dominant just shows you how great of a program Coach Fanning has, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And really the entire athletic department at Glenwood is I mean, just covered in whether it be state championships, whether it be just, accolades of any sort. I think, there's a ground ball to the shortstop. Bobbled, but he's got it. Cannon of an arm there.
Jackson Griggs, how about that? Bobbled it and still able to make the throw.
Shades of Andrelton Simmons, if I must say so myself. But no, as I was saying, Glenwood's, athletic department, whether it be basketball, whether it be football even, they've just really been able to have great programs over the last few years. And, of course, we're seeing that today in the state championship game for baseball.
Sam Jackson is now up the first baseman with 2 outs here for Tyler Sykes, the ace for the Glenwood Gators. And that one hit Jackson, hit his jersey. So Sykes, but here's the thing though. Remember we talked about that in game 1, being so close to the plate. There's 2 sides of it. You can get jammed a lot, and then those fastballs can be thrown by you, or you may be hit like that because how close you are to the plate, and that's what happened there with Jackson.
Well, the thing that the batters are trying to do is eliminate that inside pitch, right? Make the pitcher feel like it's not there, which that led to some success. But a lot of times it leads to getting jammed or leads to, I think where he's standing right now is a perfect place for a batter to be. Very middle of the road right there. Got good coverage of the plate, and you leave the inside open for you to quickly turn in and drop it in left field. J.D.
Burns is now up to bat for the Lee Scott Academy Warriors. This is game 2. If Glenwood wins this, they will be back-to-back state champions, 24th in school history, 10th under Coach Fanning. And he will now have a ring for every finger on his 2 hands. And then he'll try to do it now in the public school sector next year. But first, got to get past Lee Scott. And this is familiar territory, Tyler, as that makes it 1-2. They were down 1-0 last week to Clark. Now, Glenwood's a whole different animal than Clark Prep, but this team has overcame obstacles in this playoff run.
Well, it's going to be important for Lee Scott here. Any run they get is big on a pitcher like Tyler Sykes, right? They've gotten to him a little bit in this first inning so far. You got a runner on, and, his location hasn't been there for every pitch for sure. We just saw that on that last one. He's got a 2-2 count here. Deuce is wild, 2-2, 2 outs. If they can scratch a run across here in the first inning, that's going to be big moving forward. It's going to give them a lot of confidence.
2-2 pitch with 2 outs is fouled back. And making him throw a lot of pitches. That's one of the things with McCrane. He didn't have to still throwing, he got high in the pitch count when it got to the 5th, 6th inning. Those first couple innings, he was going 1, 2, 3 pitches per at bat. 2-2, and that one's hit high, but not deep. And running over there to make the play is out number 3. How about this Glenwood Gators defense?
Great catch there. Who is that?
Is that Eli Bankston?
Either way, a great play there. Caught it all, not on center at all, and left his feet there for a second. But great play there. Glenwood gets out of it unscathed. We got nothing score going to the top of the second.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live. I'll be back after this. Welcome back, everyone. Thrift Behringer here with Tyler Redmond. I was about to call him Tyler Holdridge.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Richie Rich Holdridge is in the building out here and showing up, showing support for Georgia Alabama Sports Live. But it's Tyler Redmond, WRBL, and that one's hit high, but it's going to be right to the center fielder, Eli Bankston, who just made that great catch. The end of the inning ends with it out there.
Yeah, Eli Bankston tried to get this inning off to a hot start, swinging away on the first pitch. You know, that can work for you and that can work against you sometimes. You want to make this pitcher work, too, because I think at this point, the way we were looking at it, Tyler Sykes is going to be set for Glenwood for this game. Could cover all 7. You have plenty in the pen if needed. Lee Scott's got some guys that they already used in the pen, so the more you expose their pitching, the better it is for Glenwood, in my opinion. And so we'll see what happens. Now a 0-1 count.
To Cal Lawrence. He DH'd last game, Tyler. He comes in on the season at 321, and now he has an 0-2 count with 1 out here in the top of the second.
The pitch. Fouled away.
So still going to say 0-2 to Lawrence, who was also the starting receiver. Opposite side of McCrane during the football season.
Still 0-2.
That one's going to be outside for 1 and 2. Rain's gone away. The weather's actually not bad, Tyler. I was out there. I mean, it is hot. It's 88. Feels like
it's not as bad as Jack Patterson told me it was going to be.
Right.
He made sure to warn me.
And that one's going to be just popped up. And is the pitcher going to make the play? And he is. How about that, Tyler? Running off the mound is number 15, Jake Cummings, for out number 2.
Pitchers play defense too, you know.
Who was it? Did Maddox, Glavin, and Smoltz, were they competing for the Golden Glove or the
Maddox
best, the
won.
Sliver Slugger? Remember, they always had that competition with each other.
Maddox has the most of all time.
Golden Gloves.
Golden Gloves. But if you're talking about a pitcher, it would be Brooks Robinson. If you're talking about not a pitcher, it'd be Brooks Robinson.
2 outs now, and up to bat is I think that's Camden White. It is Camden White, the center fielder. And he's got a 1-0 count for him. That was way outside, Tyler. Just a bit outside. We had to do it. You can't do a game without giving a Bob Uecker reference. And it wouldn't be justice for Bobby Z, the legendary radio personality around here. And that one's fouled back again. 2-1. Even though most people are Uecker fans, I've always been a Chip Carey fan.
I'm a big Chip Carey guy, too. The pitch, ground ball to the second baseman, and the out's going to be made. That's going to end the inning, the end of the half inning. And, of course, we head to the bottom of the inning to see Lee Scott right after this.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750 off. And GMC Acadias with 3 spacious rows and seating for 7 are now discounted up to $7,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Choose America's #1 compact SUV, the Chevy Equinox, discounted up to $6,500 off. Chevy's full-size pickup truck, the powerful Chevy Silverado, is up to $12,000 off. And big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs are discounted up to $6,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until fall. Make your way to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Now at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika, own one of the best-selling vehicles in the USA. The GMC Sierra pickup is discounted up to $12,500 off. Roomy and comfortable, the compact SUV GMC Terrain is up to $7,750.
We're back, everyone. It's Tyler Edmond, it's Thrift Behringer, presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet and GMC. Also, thank you to Superior Roofing. Cody Dykes, alumni of Glenwood. We appreciate him. The best roofing around. Call Superior Roofing in the Opelika, Auburn, Columbus area. State Farm, Carroll, Purdue. For all your insurance needs, give him a call, and there's strike one. Columbus State University. We got 2 alumni here of the communication department. Columbus State University, we appreciate the support. Sports Visions. You can hear me and DJ Jones 4 to 6 p.m. Another ball there to make it 1-1. The Glenwood Alumni Association. Thank you to Chuck Hall and Miss Angie Idell for their support of what we do. And that one's going to be grounded to Pender, and Pender makes a routine play for out number 1. So I butchered the email. So if you're a Glenwood alumni, and if we got any Glenwood alumni watching now, you want to become a member of the Alumni Association, GHSGators@gmail.com, GHSGatorsAA@gmail.com, or 706-577-1340 is the number to get in contact with President Chuck Hall, and I'm looking forward to helping out with them with any projects. For all your electrical needs, give Interstate Electric Supply over in Columbus, Georgia. We appreciate Jack Tinkle, another Glenwood alum, for their support of what we do. Just know all these businesses, the reason we're here is because of them. So I'm sorry, there is, it seems like I go on 2 batters in giving out shout out to sponsors, but there's no way any of this is possible, and I'm able to miss work, and Tyler, same thing, and Richard and Toygar, without support of local businesses to really help in what we're trying to do here.
Meanwhile, Tyler Sykes on the mound here, pitching to Lane Eddins of Lee Scott. Got 1 out already, 2-2 count. The pitch, good pitch, strikeout. I've told you that outside pitch is open right now, and the umpire's calling it. Tyler Sykes taking advantage. That's going to bring up 2 outs. Now Harkins comes up to the plate.
Behringer Construction, if you got some remodeling needs, give them a call at 706-249-1099. And CVCC, excellent junior college that we were able to broadcast their boys and girls home basketball games and baseball and softball games, and there is strike 1. So all these businesses that I have made mention to, we appreciate the support, and we thank them for being a part of what we do, especially Glenn Smith Chevrolet and GMC. Get ready to smile, and that one's going to be rocked, and there is the first hit of the game for Lee Scott, Tyler.
Yeah. Harkins gets the first hit of the day. Tyler Sykes, though, Thrift, seems to just be rolling on. He gives up a hit there, but if he can get through this inning, he'll be set to go. Now it will be Braxton Butler coming up to the plate. He's got a runner on after Harkins gets the first hit of the game. 2 outs, though, for Tyler Sykes. Seeing if he can shut this down. Here comes the pitch. That'll be called a strike. Butler steps back in. There's a fly ball to right field. It's going to be tough, and it's down. Back-to-back hits given up by Tyler Sykes. 2 outs, though, still in the second. Now it'll be Pelzer Reeves coming up to the plate with 2 men on, 2 outs.
Let's see if there's going to be some damage done here with a 2-out rally. And also thank you to Master Wall Incorporated for all your interior and exterior wall needs. Grant Smithwick, Steve Smithwick, all the Smithwicks who have just been Master Wall all season long. They've been a supporter and sponsor of ours. We thank them so much for what they do. All right, 2 outs here, Tyler. And Reeves, can he be the one, the hero right now, to get a run on Mr. Sykes as he throws ball 1?
I mentioned earlier that any run gotten on Sykes is a big one, especially early. It'll be interesting to see if Lee Scott can scratch one across right here in the second inning.
And now the count goes to 1-1. By the way, if you want to watch the highlights of this, after you watch this, you can go back and replay it, obviously. But Tyler Redmond's going to have some highlights for you on WRBL News 3 later tonight. So make sure to tune in at WRBLnews3.com. Also, shout out Tony Reese, too. Watch both highlights. And Sykes try to get the pickoff move. You can see when looking at Sykes, right now I'm wondering if he's having some discomfort. You know, he'd be the type too. None of these players, they're going to admit anything like that, but he fouls that one back.
He's got a 2-strike count here. Let's just get out of this before it gets to be any more pressure on him, because he's an important piece to what Glenwood's trying to do in this game. You know, you've been able to save your pen if needed, but the longer he goes, the better it is for Glenwood. Here we go. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 men on. The pitch to Pelza Reeves. He steps off, watches the runner back. Nothing doing, nothing doing. Here comes the pitch. Ball inside and high. Sykes did not give up a hit in the first inning. The first 2 hits he gave up are the 2 men on base right now. Deuce is wild, 2 men on, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the second inning.
This one really is Deuce's wild.
It really is.
There's a lot of twos, you just said.
Ground ball to third base.
Tough play.
Tough. Called safe. And the runner comes home, and he is safe for Lee Scott. That is Harkins scoring there.
And it was excellent base running there. He took off. Tough play. That was Pender had to, and he only had one option, which was throwing to first at that point. He wasn't going to be able to get to third in time because the way the ball was hit. And third baseman, because McGrain, he bobbled it there, Tyler, and then Harkins got a good jump and able to score, and Lee Scott's got to run on Tyler Sykes.
Well, you know, you got to be aggressive against a pitcher like Sykes when you have a chance, and they knew they had a chance. They knew they needed to score. Now you find yourself 2 outs with still 2 men on with a chance.
And now Garrett West is up.